All right, moving on to more gut health. Celery juice. So if you have a blender, you can use a blender. If you have a juicer, you can use a juicer. If you have a NutriBullet like I have, you can use this. Again, I used to pay $100 for a NutriBullet. I just bought this at Walmart for 50 bucks. So I can't say enough about the NutriBullet. It's amazing, and everybody should be juicing. But right now we're going to focus still on the gut health. So starting the day with a celery juice, right? It increases bile production within the gut and allows healthy bacteria to really grow. It can reduce inflammation. On a personal note, it helps with cravings. It helps with regularity. All of these things, again, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin K, and it's pretty tasty. And hydration, 97% water, so you're getting that really, really good hydration, which is the key to brain fog, headaches, lethargic, anything that you can think of that are symptoms of really an unhealthy gut, the celery juice helps for. So I'm going to get to it. So you're going to take the celery stalk. See the celery stalk? You're going to chop the end off the celery stalk, so you're left with all of these guys, and then you're going to rinse them, and then you're going to chop them in probably about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch little 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch celery stalks. Pieces. Thank you. So here we have it. Here are the stalks. I'm going to use my Brita. Again, I have that reverse osmosis machine in the back, but hopefully, you know, maybe you guys can come across a Brita. They're pretty affordable. And I'm just going to fill it. There's like a little line here that says max. Screw the top in. This is so simple and so good for you. I know sometimes it can seem overwhelming at first. Like getting healthy, it seems like you're staring at this huge mountain and you're like, where do I start? Listen, these are good first steps. The sauerkraut, the celery juice, just to start feeling healthy, you know? Health is a journey, a lifelong journey, and this is a partnership with your body. So we're creating new healthy partnerships, right? And anything new, any change always feels a little uncomfortable at first, but it's just like really remembering why you're doing it, you know your why, right? And then committing, and then just following through, right? And that pact for yourself, right? Committing and following through. So put it on here and here I'm going to show you a few different methods. So again, I'm using a glass jar. This is actually, you can get this at a paint store. This is a paint strainer, right? They sell these fancy dancy nut bags and stuff, but this was like, I think 79 cents for a quart one. And it works the same as a fancy dancy nut bag. So you would just take it, and if you hold the outside of this, you can pour and strain the celery juice through. Otherwise, you could take a rubber band and put it around and then slowly pour it, but to hold it in place. So we're going to unscrew the top and then just pour this through the nut bag. And you're going to see it pools at the top. Okay, I'm calling them nut bags, but we know where they came from, right? I do not use this to strain paint in my past life. I was a house painter. I do not use that. I do not recycle them. I just use this one, and you can use this for everything, but you will use it for making your nut milks. I mean, you know, hopefully in the future you'll be exploring this path and you'll be like, oh, okay, well, I'll do another video on cow's milk and how it's not made for humans. Raw cow's milk I feel very differently about, and for children we can talk about that and the health benefits of raw cow's milk. But as far as pasteurized cow's milk that you get, and even if it's organic, it's not very digestible for us. So I'm letting this seep out. If you can see, I'm getting this beautiful green juice. And then I'm just going to keep on at it so I have a little bit more, and so I can be a little bit more generous, pour a little more. And just so you see the process, right? All of this is getting into it. It's a little bit, takes a little bit long. Oh, snap. And that happens because life happens like that. You will spill things. But I'm getting a good amount of juice here, so I feel good about this, that you can still, you know, get the idea. But yeah, that went all over the floor. Okay, also, if you did not want to use one of these bags, you can use cheesecloth. You can use a very fine strainer. If you do, my suggestion with that is to get a funnel as well, because then you can fit this in the funnel and it'll direct it down. If you try to strain the celery pulp out, that's what we're doing, strain the pulp out. If you try to do that and you just put this here, it's gonna go all over. It's just gonna be a mess. So why I like to use this is because then I can gently press on it. Same thing with cheesecloth. You can use cheesecloth as well. I just like these because cheesecloth, you have to be, you know, it's cut in a square and you have to make sure that they're even amount so that it doesn't spill the sides. But this, and then I'm just giving a gentle push through to get the extra out. And then you're left with all of this extra celery here, that there's different things you can do. You can either just compost it, but if you wanted to, there's different types of cakes and snacks you can make. There's actually cool things we'll make one time in the air fryer that you can use this and make like a, with nutritional yeast, make like a puffed bite. They're absolutely delicious. But so there's things that you can do with this extra, but for sake of time today, I'm probably just going to compost it. And this is the end product. Seems like a lot of work, but the health benefits are amazing. And let's see. It's super good. Super, super good.